Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to our G3 class for today. Today we will have lesson number 34, alhamdulillah. So may I please request ST to choose a student for me for the opening prayer for us, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Can I request G3 670 to unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So that's G3. So what's the ID again?
G3670.
Okay, Jazakumullah. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, good. How are you?
I'm good too, alhamdulillah. Would you like to please start from Thousand Tasmiyah and recite this prayer for us?
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri. Lord, expand my mind and make my task easy for me. Taha 26 to 27.
Jazakumullah. Very well recited. So that's from Taha, which is one of the chapters of the Holy Qur'an, verses 26 to 27. Jazakumullah for that. G3670. Jazakumullah.
I have a question.
Yes.
How many weeks are there to finish the G3 class?
Okay. So we have two more weeks left, inshallah. All right.
Yes.
So after this week, we have 2 more weeks.
Yes.
Okay. Jazakumullah. So we'll move on to our lesson number 34, as I have mentioned. So today, our lesson is on Surah Ar-Rahman that we have been focusing from the day one. But the new verses we're doing is from 57 till 60. Okay. So just before I go into the class, as we all know about the class etiquettes by now, but just as a reminder, so that would be beneficial for all, make sure that you have done wudu. All right, we're learning about the Holy Qur'an, so we need to have a wudu as a sign of respect. And then we have to have we have to wear clean clothes. That's very basic for everybody. Cleanliness is part of our faith. Therefore, we have to wear clean clothes. You must be covering your head. Okay, so if you're a tifl, please make sure you're wearing a hat or a cap. And if you're a Nasira, please make sure you're wearing a headscarf. Make sure you are sitting in a quiet place so that you're not distracted. As I've mentioned, we only have 2 more weeks left after this week. So please make sure that you're benefiting as much as you can. Make sure you have your parents with you so that they can supervise you. And if you have any immediate questions, you can ask your parents. Also, it's very, very essential that you come with your correct IDs, okay? Because otherwise your attendance will not be marked. And even though you might have taken part in the class, it wouldn't be recorded. It wouldn't be in our notice. And anyways, if you don't have correct ID, you wouldn't be chosen to come up on the mic anyways, okay? Just please make sure you have all these done. So moving forward, we have, as mentioned, Surah Ar-Rahman, verses 57 till 60. So may I please request ST to choose a student for the translation of these verses, please?
Can student G3 685 unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum, G3685. Assalamu alaikum, can you hear me? Okay, I don't think they can hear.
I'll choose another student. Can I request G3 517 to unmute their mic?
G3517.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Okay, please start the translation for me, please. Recite it out.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My screen just suddenly went blank. My screen just went blank.
Oh, you can't see the screen?
No.
Okay, let me share that once more. One second. I hope you can see the screen now.
It's loading right now.
Okay. G3517, can you see it now?
No.
No.
It's still loading.
MT, I can see your screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's saying MTG3 say has started sharing screen, but it isn't actually sharing the screen. It's still loading.
Okay. SD, you can see the screen, did you say?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, I think G3517, I think it's the problem with your network. So maybe we can have you, ST, you can have him again in another point of the time of the lesson, if that's all right.
Yeah. Should I choose another student?
Yes, please.
G3 G3504.
Assalamu alaikum, G3504.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Please read the translation for us.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. Therein will also be chaste maidens of modest gaze, whom neither man nor jinn will have touched before them, which then of the favors of Lord your Lord will you to deny, as if they were rubies and small pearls, which then of the favors of you Lord will you to deny.
Jazakumullah G3504, very well done, very well read. Just one, as if they were rubies and small pearls. Okay, other than that, mashallah, very well read. Jazakumullah. We'll now go into the split word translation of this. This is done so that it's easier for you to memorize the verses, because when you know what something means, it's quite easy to actually learn it, memorize it. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So we'll go fihinna, which means therein will be. Qasirat, which means one who restrain. At-Tarfi, at-Tarf, if you want to do waqf, their gaze. Lam, not. Yet mithhunna, they are touched. Ins, by man. So ins means man. Qablahum, before them. So many of you must know this word before. It's come many times before. So qablahum, which means before them. Wa, and, la, not, jan, by jinn. And then we know this, the meaning, we should know the meaning by now, because this is a repeated verse of Surah Ar-Rahman. Fabi ayji, which then, alai, of the favors, rabbikuma, of your Lord. So we know Rabb means Lord. So rabbikuma, of your Lord. Tukadhiban, will you to deny. Moving forward. Ka'annahunna, it means as if they, and to make sense, were. So we have to add were in. So as if they were al-yaqut, rubies, wa, and al-marjan, the corals or the pearls that we have just read in the translation. Then again, we have this repeated verse, fabi ayji, which then, alai, of the favors, rabbikuma, of your Lord, tukadhiban, will you to deny. Okay, so I hope you have learned something new in terms of the words, and it's easier for you to memorize. So go back after this lesson and listen to the split word again. This will be easy for you when you memorizing these verses. Okay. So may I please request ST to choose a student for me so that we can recite these verses, please?
Can I request G3 512 to unmute their mic?
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, G3 512. Okay, so would you please like to start from the verse you can see on the screen? So start from Ta'awuz Tasmiyah and recite these verses for me, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فيهن قاصرات الطرف لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان جزاك الله.
Jazakumullah, very, very well recited. I actually saw no fault in it. MashaAllah, you took care of the thick letters. You took care of every single tajweed rule, MashaAllah. I think just one thing that I was able to notice. Other than that, MashaAllah, very, I would say perfect. It was perfect. At the end, you can see here, at the end of the verse 57, we have Jim, Alif, and Noon. Alif has Madde Kabir on top. Then we have Noon, which has Tashdid and Damatain, right? So when we're joining this Madde Kabir with the letter that has Tashdid on top, because Tashdid, we have to emphasize the letter, right? So when you're joining it, please make sure you emphasize the letter Noon, okay? So wala jan. So that pressure that you feel at the end is because of the tashdid that we have on top of Noon. Okay, would you like to try again from wa?
Wala jan.
Well done. Perfect. MashaAllah. G3512, that was excellent. And I hope everybody has actually followed along. So let's do it one more time so that everybody who hasn't paid attention can pay attention now. Okay, so everybody pay attention. G3512 once more, please. Start from Thousand Tasmiyah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فيهن قاصرات الطرف لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
Excellent. Very well done. Jazakumullah. Just pointing out, so you have done it perfectly, mashallah. Just for everybody else to notice, noon has the tashdid on top, so we have to give a ghunna sound. So that's exactly what G3512 did. So she held the noon sound for 2 seconds before releasing it. So that was very nice. Qaf. So there are similar sounding letter. One is kaf, which is a thin pronouncing letter, kaf. So when you open your mouth, kaf. And the second one is qaf. So that's where you round your mouth. So qaf. So qa, not ka. Okay. So that was very well done. Ra, the tafkhim letter. Thick letter. So we have to round our mouth again. So that was very nice. I was very impressed that the tha and the dha, these 2 letters are often mispronounced. So that was very well done by a G3512. So the correct way of pronouncing it is, again, take your tongue out. Everybody, take your tongue out, touch your upper teeth, and then say these letters. So the and tha. So I did notice that G3512 did do it very well. So that was very nice. Jim and then Alif has Madde Kabir. How many seconds should this be? G3512. Yes, well done, excellent.
4 to 6.
Perfect, mashallah. 4 to 6, excellent. And then again, Ra is coming. So thick mouth, thick when you're pronouncing it. And otherwise, mashallah, everything else was standard as we've been learning beforehand. Okay, so may I please request ST to choose G3517 that we chose before, please.
Can I request G3517 to unmute their mic?
G3517, can you hear me? They're unable to unmute themselves.
I'm not sure. I am trying to unmute them, but maybe we should pick someone and come back to them.
Yes, yeah, that would be okay. All right.
Okay. Can I request G3?
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G3517?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, great. I would like you to recite these verses again, please. I hope you've listened to the previous student, which was G3512. She recited very well, mashallah. So would you please like to recite them again for us?
Yes.
Start from thousand
Shall I
please.
start from Nuja?
Sorry, no, start from here. We can see my cursor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, start from here, and please start from thousand tasmiyah and recite from this place.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فيهن كثيرات تستر لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
Jazakumullah. Very well recited, mashallah. You took care of most of the tajweed, the pronunciation, mashallah. Well done for that. Just few things I would like to say is, if we have fa and then we have ya, yeah, and ya has sukun on top, so we have to prolong it for at least 2 seconds. So try this one, this word again, please.
On my screen it looks like that's
Sorry, what was that? G3517?
on my screen it looks like a ha. It doesn't really look like.
Oh, is it? Okay. Okay. I'll close up on this. How do you see that now?
It still looks round and it still looks like fish.
Okay. No. Okay. If you go back to the Holy Quran, and it is actually ya, not ha. I don't know why.
Okay.
But you can see there are two dots under this, so it's a ya. Yeah. So you have to prolong it for 2 seconds. So please try it now that you know it's ya. Jazakumullah. That's fine. Jazakumullah. Well done. One thing is the fa, again, you can see here, it has kasra under it. So how long do you think you have to prolong this for?
2 seconds.
No. That's what you did. So you prolonged it for 2 seconds. It's not correct. It's only for 1 second. Okay. So whenever you have fatha, kasra, or dhamma, the rule for them is to prolong it no more than 1 second. Okay.
Okay.
Well done. And another thing, the very last verse here. So fabi aji ala. So the lam and alif. So alif has madde kabir on top. So the first time you actually recited it, you recited it correctly here. However, on the second time, you did not really prolong it for long enough. So make sure you prolong it for at least 4 to 6 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Jazakumullah. But I would like to point one thing out, that mashallah, what do you think? You did it correctly here. What did you do here? We have ba and we have sukoon on top. What's meant to be done here?
A jerking sound.
Excellent, well done. Because ba is a kalkala letter, so we have to do a jerk sound. So jazakumullah, very well done for doing that. Jazakumullah. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our hifz part of the lesson. And I'm excited to hear from students, excited to hear how far they've come since our first class, mashallah. And I know some students have been learning as soon as the lesson has ended. So they've been keeping up. Others, they are also trying very hard. So I hope you are trying your best. As far as you're trying your best, as far as you're trying your best, I think it should be fine. So we everybody has their pace. So if your learning pace is fast, that's good for you, alhamdulillah. If not, no worries. Just please keep pushing. Do not stop. Do not give up. Okay. So we are going to move on to our Hifz lesson, as I've mentioned. So let me share my screen. Give me 1 second. Okay. I hope you can see my screen now. It has towels on top. Towels, it should be appearing. May I please request ST to choose a student for me so that we can do our Hifz part?
Can I request G3 510 to unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum, G3 510.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay, how many new verses, I should say, have you memorized?
I do.
So
25.
how many in total do you think you have memorized so far?
25.
25. Okay. And how many of them are the new ones that you just
What?
memorized? How many new verses have you memorized out of them?
25. 5.
Okay, that's right. So have you ever come up on the mic before to do the Hifz?
Yeah.
Okay, up to what verse have you already recited here?
وخلق أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وخلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان
Sorry, G3510. What verse is that?
I think it's verse I think it
Okay, it's verse number 15. Yep, here we are. Okay, so you're going to recite from verse number 15 for us today? And then move forward. Okay, yes, you can start.
Okay. وخلق الجان من صلصال كالفخار. What? Can we start?
Yes, sure. Start from Tasmiyah, please.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كل من عليها فان. That's it.
Jazakumullah, very well done. That's actually up to verse number 27. So that's very nice. 2 more than what you thought. So Jazakumullah. Overall, mashallah, if I go back, it was very well recited. You took care of most of the tajweed. However, there were some bits that you could have given more attention to. So I'll just highlight them for you so that you can go back and listen to your recording again and try to improve. Okay. So we have, again, it was mentioned earlier as well. So we have Mad Kabir on top of Jan, so Alif, and the next one is Noon with Tashdid on top. So when you join them together, make sure you give an emphasis. Yeah. And also when you're joining at this place here, you have to do a nasal sound. Yeah. So when you join them, you have to give a nasal sound. So mim, not mimma. Okay. Don't make sure you hold the sound of meme in for 2 seconds. The same goes here when you're joining these two words together. Make sure you do a nasal sound, and the same goes here when you're joining these two these together, because we have noon tashdid. So whenever we have meme tashdid or noon tashdid, we have to do a nasal sound. Okay. Oops, that was a mistake. Right. So if we go down, okay, here you recited Marjal Bahrain. So the ra, it doesn't have sukoon on top, it has fatha on top. So make sure it's marajal. Okay, so I can hear that fatha ra lifted, marajal. Okay, and maybe you have said it correctly, however it has not come up clearly. So I hope it's marajal bahraini as you recited. Let me go down. Okay. Other than that, I think I've not seen anything else, mashallah. Everything, the quality of your memorization was really nice because you were not forgetting your verses. So that's very good. Jazakumullah. G3510. Jazakumullah for that. May I please have next student?
Can I request G3568 to unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, G3568. How many verses have you memorized?
I have memorized, I think, 47.
Okay. And how many have you come up on the mic before to recite your verse?
I think 41.
Okay. All right. So you can, is it all right if you start from verse number 40?
I don't know which verse that is.
Okay, so I'll give you a clue. Zambihi. So that's how it starts.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ذنبه من سلالة جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. يعرف المجرمون بسيماهم ذنبه.
No, that's not correct. Try again. So start from Ya'raful Mujrimuna again.
Ya'raful mujrimuna bisimahum bihi mujrimun.
All right. I think G3568. Maybe you need to revise again. So you've memorized up to verse number 47. You have said. So yeah.
It's just
do
that when
you
I
mind?
start,
You'll be chosen. Sorry.
it's just that when I start from a certain number, it's just that I get really mixed up because I haven't read the other verses to know the
Yeah, I do understand that. I think because you've memorized mashallah so much, you've come up with the mic to read up to 41. We can't start from verse number 1 now because it would take a lot of time. So I'll give you one more chance. Would you like to start again?
Okay.
From verse number 40, so which is Dhambihi.
Zambihi. Zambihi.
Okay, no worries. That's fine. G3568. I think for next time, memorize them really well so that you know them inside out and you can recite. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I do trust that you have memorized them. I do understand that if you don't recite from verse number 1, it's hard to actually come up with them, memorize them. It's all right. Jazakumullah. Inshallah, next time you'll be chosen, and I hope you memorize them. Jazakumullah. Jazakumullah. Can I have next one, please?
Can I request G3588 to unmute their mic?
G3588. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Okay. How many verses have you memorized in total?
I'm not sure, maybe 30 or 32.
All right. And how many have you come up to recite before?
In the breakout rooms, I have recited 27.
All right. 27, mashallah. So would you like to start from 25, 25th verse onwards?
Can you please give me the beginning?
Yeah. So it starts from Walahul Jawaril.
Walahul Jawa. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
كله
كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال المنشآت
ذو الجلال والإكرام
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان سنفرغ منه
No. يسأله
يسأله من في السماوات والأرض I know this much.
All right. Okay, that's all right. So that's up to verse number 29, I would say. Okay, I'll give you one more chance because I think reciting from 25 till 29, sorry, you were forgetting some words. So would you like to just try again, or do you think that's how much you can do? What do you think?
Maybe I should try again.
All right, no problem. Start from walahul jawarin again, please.
Walahul jawar al-munsha'atu. Walahul jawar al-munsha'atu.
Finn.
Yeah, I don't think I can remember.
Okay, no worries. So the same goes for you as well. I know you have memorized it. I can tell because you have started. However, please make sure you memorize it so well that you don't stop any place. Okay.
Okay.
Well done. Jazakumullah for your effort. Inshallah, next time. Okay. So may I please have next student, please?
Can I request G3509 to unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum, G3509.
Walaikum assalam.
Okay. So how many verses in total have you memorized?
28.
And how many of them are new?
Huh? Sorry?
But how many of them have you already come up to recite on the mic before?
23.
23. Okay. That's great, mashallah. So would you like to start from verse number 22? Actually, sorry, 23. So that's yakhruju.
Yeah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. That's it.
Okay, mashallah. That's up to verse number 29. So from 23 to 29. Mashallah. Again, overall, you recited it very well, mashallah. Just going to point out a few things that I think would be useful for others to also keep in mind. So I'll just share my screen. Oh, it's already shared. Okay. Here, I noticed that when you reach the stage from وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ, you stopped here because you were out of your breath. However, when you started again from Rabbika. Okay. However, whenever we stop, we have to start from a previous letter from the place where it actually makes sense to start. Yeah. So maybe you could start again because there wasn't enough. There wasn't a lot to start to go back to. So maybe you could have started from wa again, or you could have started from this wa. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's better to start from wa, the very start here, because there wasn't very much to go back to. So wa yabqa again. All right. So please make sure that next time you don't start from Rabbik again. All right. Otherwise, mashallah, I think you memorized it really well, and that's why you did not really face anything whilst you were reciting it. So well done. Jazakumullah, G3509. Jazakumullah.
My sister read.
Okay. So we're going to do it on a basis of prioritization. So what's your sister's ID?
Her ID is G3511.
Okay. So ST, please let me know if G3511 is on our priority list.
Sorry?
Yes, she is.
Okay, all right. Okay, yes, we can listen to G3511 now. So please unmute G3511.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, G3511. How many verses in total have you memorized?
28.
Okay, mashallah. And how many have you already recited on the mic before?
20.
All right. Okay, mashallah. So let's start from verse number 20 then. Yeah?
Okay.
It starts from Maraja.
Marajal Bahrain.
So start from Taus first. Taus in
أعوذ
Bismillah.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يسأله من في السماوات والأرض كل يوم هو في شان. That's it.
Okay, mashallah, well done. That's more than what you've said you've recited. That's up to verse number 30, mashallah. Well, I consider 31 because the next verse is فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءٍ. So I think I consider it to be verses up to verse number 31. Okay, mashallah, very well recited again. I'll go back to the verses that you started from. So that was verse number 20. Okay. So up to verse number 20, that was very nice. Coming down. Let me find out. There was one thing I did want to say to you. However, I think I've lost it now. That's unfortunate. Okay, yes, one. Okay. You can see this here, right? Can you see my cursor here? I have highlighted.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have alif and we have sakun on top. So we're not going to say shan. We're going to have a bit of jerk. Yeah? So shan. So shan. We're not going to prolong it in this case. Okay, so would you like to start from kulla here and recite this again, please?
كل يوم هو في شأن.
Good, well done. So kulla yawmin. Okay. So well done, Sean. Excellent. But please make sure, just for everybody as well, when you give jerk to this, don't do the ayn sound, because sometimes what happens is students do the ayn sound when they do the jerk. So sharn, no, that's not correct, because you're pronouncing the alif from the throat, which is where you should pronounce the ayn from. Okay, other than that, mashallah, jazakumullah, very good attempt, G3511. We have time for one more student. So one more student, please, ST.
Zakila.
Zakila.
Can I request G3521 to unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum, G3521.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So how many verses have you come up on the mic to recite before?
56.
MashaAllah, 56. And how many new of them have you memorized?
I didn't memorize any new ones. I only know it up till 56.
Okay, MashaAllah. Yeah, that's all right. I think you're covered up for the. So you have managed to recite up to verse number 56. So today we have done verse number 57. I think from now on your homework would be to memorize 57 till 60. Okay, so well done, G3521. You have kept up with the lessons. So jazakumullah. May I please have next student?
Can I request G3? One second, sorry.
No worries.
G3504 to unmute their mic.
G3504. We have had G3504 in the lesson before, so I think we should give someone else a chance.
Apologies. Can I request G3519 to unmute their mic?
Yep. G3519. Assalamu alaikum. G3519. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Okay. I think we don't have G3519 with us. Now that I've looked at the time, we don't have enough time either. So I think we should stop right here. And I'll just share your homework for today so that we don't miss that. Wa alaikum assalam. That's G3519.
Yes.
Okay, unfortunately, we don't have time now. However, I think I'll give you a chance in the ending prayer, if that's all right.
Yes.
Okay. So just before I give you that chance, we have the homework. So the homework is to memorize the new verses that we have just done today, verses 57 to 60. And please do revise your previous verses that we have done so far. Jazakumullah. Okay. So yeah, you can do the ending prayer for us, please.
Allahumma arhamni. Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allahumma arhamni bil-Qur'an al-azim. Oh Allah, have mercy on me for the Quran the Great. And make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Ameen, summa ameen. Jazakumullah for attending today's class. Inshallah, tomorrow we'll have another class. Till then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.